Alright, what's good, boys? Welcome back to another video. Today, it is Tuesday. Yesterday, we didn't trade at all. It was Monday, so y'all know, bro. These past few Mondays, I haven't really been taking a video or like vlogging or whatever at all because price action has been really garbage, and typically my Mondays are pretty uneventful, so I know y'all don't want to see that, but today, it is looking pretty good so far. It is 9:03 right now, and it is looking like we are going to push to all-time highs again today. So yesterday, we are Gang? What is that? Bro, I just realized this, bro. What is this? What is that? Y'all see that? What is that? Is my charts just cooked? Hold up. Is NQ? Okay, bro. MNQ just cooked, I guess. What is that? Okay, alright, whatever. Alright. But yeah, we're looking for the hourly. You can see right here on the 4-hour, we just tapped into this gap right here. So obviously, gonna look for continuation entire to that is so weird, bro. That is so weird. Okay, yeah, but I'm obviously gonna be looking for longs to all-time highs. Yesterday, it's pretty simple. Again, we were just pushing to all-time highs. We inversed this 1-hour gap, so I was looking for this high, but there wasn't really any nice setups. There was a setup right here, but I didn't take it because we edged the 5-minute gap. So I'm not going to, force any entries. Hold up. I'm not going to force any entries. So, yeah, right here, this would have been a beautiful setup. 5-minute gap was like right here, and we edged it. I was waiting for the gap tap, and then like a nice little inversion push higher. This would have been an amazing setup, but I didn't take anything because, again, we edged the 5-minute gap. But, yeah, so that was pretty unfortunate, but hopefully today we can get an actual good A+ setup to finally be able to request this payout, the second payout on this account, on these accounts. So yeah, we tapped the 4-hour gap, and it only makes sense for us to go higher. So I'll update y'all, boys, whatever happens, and yeah. Oh my gosh, bro. I don't know. I guess I'm just not good at trading anything but top step, because I treat my top steps like they're my babies. I treat them very respectfully, and that's the way I'm always going to trade them, right? And the way that I was planning on trading alpha is just be more aggressive with the entries, and I guess I just don't know how to trade them correctly yet. I'm not as good as trading those accounts aggressively versus trading my XFAs patiently, right? Obviously, when I'm going to take the A+ setups, 1 to 2 setups a week, I'm going to actually, have a high win rate and get payouts. But it's going to take some time, I guess, for me to understand, just like the specific boundaries to, what makes an A+ setup, not an A+ setup, what makes a bad setup versus a good aggressive setup. And y'all saw the loss I took last week with the alpha account, and then now I'm pretty much one loss away from blowing the account. Again, I could care less about the alpha account. I got that account for free. I'm just trying to learn like the system of playing aggressive with these accounts. But obviously you can see right here, I am done for the day on these XFAs. So no trade taken. Again, I'm playing very patient. All I need is one more A+ setup, and I'll be able to request a payout. So there's no use to force anything. My mind knows that when it comes to trading these XFAs. The moment I saw this chop right here, right, I instantly locked myself out. We dumped through the 4-hour gap, and we finally formed this 1-minute gap. And just with the way price is moving, I don't like it. So on the NQ contract, we tapped into this gap, right? But MNQ we didn't. So like that's not the reason why I didn't take this trade. I'm just saying, right? So this is like a possible setup, and you would take this short. But I don't like this, and it's simply because of the conditions. I do not like these conditions that we are in, right? If we continue gap down right here, continue to get like fat gaps like this, and form like all the way down here, get like a nice little setup, that would have been more confirmed, right? That we're going lower, right? But this trade right here, I did not take on my XFA, but I took an aggressive entry on my alpha account. Semi-confident, again, because it's not really my A+ setup, my A+ model. There's one thing wrong with it, and it's just the conditions that we're in. But yeah, like that's why I play very, very patient with my top step accounts, and I just trust my gut. And the gut was that, okay, price action's a little choppy. Like, yes, it could play out, but it may not, right? So I took that chance on my alpha accounts, and I didn't on my XFAs simply because I have a I have a riskier tolerance for my alphas than my top steps. So, I may take this loss right here, but I've been in chop for a minute on the alpha accounts. You see right here, I've been in chop for a minute, which really sucks, but it's at break even right now if we do end up continuing lower. But yeah, kind of does suck, but hey, bro, if I blow this count, again, I could care less. I wasn't really like, yeah, it'll be nice to make a $1,500 payout from the 50K accounts, but I would rather, fully focus on my top step accounts and just continue getting payouts from those and just be patient, 1-2 setups a week until I'm able to fully get a good grasp of aggressive entries. So it does kind of suck, but it's fine. Got to let it go. Hopefully I will be able to get break even on this trade. And if not, bro, it's fine. Continue to trade these XFAs the same way as always. And Lord willing, be able to request a payout after I get one more A+ solid setup, which I believe that we should get this week. It's just been rough, bro. Price action has been terrible. We have had the rollover, contract rollover, as well as we have FOMC tomorrow. So today wasn't gonna be the best anyway, but just in general, price action's been really, 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 really weird. So it's been difficult to trade, but on the XFAs y'all have seen, I just don't take many trades. For the past month, I've taken one trade every single week. One trade every single week on XFAs. So I've been extremely patient with these accounts because, again, I respect these accounts a lot. But with the alphas, been more aggressive, and obviously it kind of shows. I don't know how to take aggressive entries correctly, really, with these accounts. That's what happens, bro. It's fine. So I'll let y'all know what happens with this alpha trade. Looks like we're kind of approaching break even. So hopefully we'll get break even. But if not, it's fine. So I'll let y'all know. All right, so we are now back from the gym. We just cooked up a little lunch. We got some avocados, we got some corn, we got some apple, and we got some egg. But we did end up getting break even. You can see right here, if it focuses. Good old $17. Literally ended up chopping. It is playing towards the TP right now, but it's just like the worst price action of all time. So I got out break even about right there-ish. Shorted right there over here off this gap tap. Just playing more aggressive. But, there are some things, I guess, to learn from today, even though it was an aggressive trade on the alpha account. I just got to learn how to trade more aggressively with these accounts. Maybe, stay out of conditions that may not be the best, but, everything else checks off. We're in good conditions, and as long as we're in good conditions, if it's sweeping a low and I'm shorting, it's fine as long as I have a safe stop. Stuff like that. I just got to learn specific things that make it a good trade, a good aggressive trade versus a bad aggressive trade. But hey, bro, thank you God for allowing me to get break even on this trade. Obviously, we would be a lot in profit right now, but I don't really care. Got out of the trade at break even, and now I'm just gonna enjoy my day. Hopefully tomorrow FOMC will clear up PA, bro, because this has just been absolutely horrendous. These past 2 weeks, it's been pretty rough. Price action has been very, very unvolatile every day, but we shall see. But yeah, I'll probably pick up the camera tomorrow. May not trade tomorrow just because of FOMC, but we'll see. I genuinely can't with this PA, bro. This PA is about to make me trip balls, bro. Every day it's chopped. Every day, bro. I keep on telling myself, bro, okay, this is literally the worst PA I've ever seen in my life. And then a month later, it's even worse. Now I look back at June and July, I'm bro, there was good PA. It's just I wasn't at that point of profitability yet. I just wasn't there. I was still missing a lot of setups. But dude, it just sucks, bro. Every day there's just no trades. 0 trades on the XFAs today, nor the evals or whatever. I haven't taken any trades on there in a minute. But yeah, bro, we ended up blowing the alpha account. I don't really care about it, and I'm kind of done with trading alpha for now. You can see right here, this is my aggressive styled entry down to this low. We kind of get a retrace, a safe enough stop that it makes sense. Especially after this candle closure, it makes sense for us to go 10 more points lower and hit the hourly draw on liquidity that we're targeting. It makes sense. ES hasn't even swept. There's no SMT, but we just decided to run down this far no SMT or anything, edge it by 10 points, and then fully reverse higher. Like, this is not a retrace in this 5-minute gap. This is why I didn't take this trade back down here. This is not a retrace, bro. This is a full-on reversal. We inverse the first 5-minute gap right here, and then we tapped in this second 5-minute gap. I don't like that. We have conditions that are just weird and wicky. Like, that should not happen, especially when there's no SMT. That should not happen, bro. Engineering liquidity. You can say all that you want, bro. That should not happen. That should not happen. So, based on my model, that should not happen. Like, that's just a clear sign of, okay, we're in sketchy conditions with my model, okay? So, I did not take this trade. Some people took this trade. My mentor didn't, obviously, because he really slept through today because he didn't want to trade, prior to FOMC. So, yeah, bro, like, it just sucks, man. It really just sucks. I don't really care about the alpha account. I care less about the alpha account. I'm done kind of playing aggressively with that account. I don't really know at the point that I'm at now. I don't know how to play aggressively correctly. I do know how to play aggressively on evals. It's weird, bro. I do know how to play aggressively on evals. So like when I hop back on the Top Step eval accounts, like I'll actually know how to pass the account. Like again, y'all have watched all those videos. About like 2 months ago, where I went through the whole phase of trying to learn how to trade evals correctly and pass accounts quickly. So I can do that, but for some reason when I hop on alpha, like I just trade, I guess, a little bit too aggressive, or I don't know. I really just have no idea. Obviously, I'm not following my model, and there's a reason for that. When I do that, like I'm waiting for a retrace, and I'm waiting for good displacement towards the draw on liquidity. And hourly draw on liquidity, we're getting displacement lower. We get somewhat of a retrace for me to have a safe stop. We're not in horrendous conditions. Like, yes, it's a little wicky, but it makes sense for us to go lower. We're still getting displacing candles. And I just get absolutely railed. So I'm not going to trade alphas until I can hit 5-figure months consistently on Top Step, which is going to be more doable because I'm way more patient and I have a way higher win rate than on my alpha accounts, obviously, because I actually wait for my model, I wait for my system. So yeah, maybe even after I get my Top Step, maybe even after I hit my first 5-figure months and all that, and I decide to capitalize on alphas, start doing all that. Even then, I may just stop trading aggressively. I might just, because that's what a lot of people do. They have these Top Step accounts, they play patiently, and then the alpha accounts, they play very aggressive. It might not be for me, bro. I might just be really bad when it comes to playing aggressive. I might just be really good with just being patient and waiting for the best of best setups every single week. And if I'm able to do that on 100K accounts on alpha, copy trade those while taking the same trades on my Top Step, trade what, 8 counts at a time across those two firms, and just wait for the absolute A+ setups every single time, I'll make a lot of money, right? But I thought playing aggressive would be smart, but I guess I'm just not at that level yet to understand good aggressive entries versus not. It's whatever, bro. So yeah, man, still no trades on the account. All I got to get is just one more win, one more A+ setup on these XFAs that hopefully we'll be able to get by tomorrow or Friday, I hope. These conditions have just been like terrible, bro, to trade in. So I've just not been trading every single day. So yeah, hopefully we can get that last win to request the payout on these two accounts, and then yeah, go from there. But this is annoying, bro. This is so annoying, man. Bro, we cannot be fro right now. This dude just banked on XFAs, bro. Banked. 5 minis. First, he entered FOMC and he made this, right? 1.7K. And then he entered 5 minis just going long. Because we needed a retrace right here. We went long 5 minis. He's up 4K. Oh my gosh, bro. Oh my gosh. I don't know how many counts he's on, how many XFAs. He's definitely not on 1. He's probably on like 2 or 3 at least. I would probably say 2 or 3. And he just made around 5K, which is max payout. He can request like across 3. What is that? 5K, 2.5 pretty much on each account. That's an insane buffer, bro. Oh my gosh. 2.5 across 3 accounts, that's 7.5K right there. He's made 7.5K, bro. You can request 7.5 right now. That is insane, bro. 5 minutes. And then he'll have a 2.5K buffer. And then, bro, that is insane, bro. He actually just went full degen and just gambled his whole entire account. Hopefully I can get to that point, bro, where, I'll get four payouts with a set of 5 accounts, bro. I'm like, bro, okay, before I get moved to live, like, I gotta blow the account. Like, you get to a point where you gotta blow the accounts. Unless you're gonna move to live, which I don't, because there's so many cons about moving to a live account. And I'll just full port 5 minis and then just either blow the accounts like I'm planning to, or get a max payout and make 5K across 5 accounts in 2 minutes. All right, so today ended up getting a break-even trade. Loki kind of sucks, but it's whatever. You can't do anything about it. We had this really nice A+ setup, in my opinion. We started to run lower. We got really good displacement through these hourly gaps. So looking for this hourly low right here. And this was the setup that we got out of it, right? So we got this gap tap. On NQ, we ended up tapping the gap, but MNQ we didn't. We really missed it by a tick. So I'm not going to be that picky about it, especially with like what's been going on recently, the way the price action's been. So I was like, okay, I'm put my stop loss above this fair value gap, put my stop loss like around this area, just in case if we wanted to retrace up into that gap, and targeting this hourly low. And as you can see, we get pushed lower. We got good displacement. I didn't go break even until around this area right here when we formed these 2 fair value gaps. I was like, okay, we should not retrace fully up into these gaps and then break through it if we're truly bearish. So went break even. It made sense. Just followed my rules as always and went break even when it made sense. And as you can see, got break even 10 points away from making, I think it was 1,200 or 1,300, which would have been amazing. But hey, bro, it is what it is. Then we started to pump. I told the Discord that I was looking for longs as long as we got good displacement through this 15-minute gap right here. Okay, because we are kind of in a weird looking range. If you mark all this out, it kind of looks like we're in a range. It does look like we're in a range. So I did not take this trade. And yes, I'm obviously regretting it now because my mentor ended up taking it and a few other people ended up taking it. And they said it's A+. I didn't at the time think it was A+ at all. It was it looks good now, hindsight. Same thing as yesterday, bro. Like, I'm just missing setups. I'm kind of getting into that weird phase again where I'm just missing setups. Again, price action is like it's just so bad and so tricky with my model recently, the past month. But like, it's still just extremely aggravating. So yeah, we tapped in these gaps. And at this point, like, we're still holding, like, there's a 15-minute gap right here, and we're still holding it. Like, we're still wicking out of it and stuff like that. Like, it was just weird. And this was the entry point right here. And I even saw this right here. This is where I should have entered, like 100%, because we are actually kind of getting displacement through this 15-minute gap at this point. But right here, at this point, I was like, okay, I need to see a fair value gap right here and a retrace somewhere with, like, when in these next few candles, if we continue pushing higher nicely, get a few bullish candles, get a fair value gap, retrace, take longs. That would have worked out beautifully. But what happened? We literally just wicked high. We wicked higher so slowly. We pushed higher so slowly. So I didn't get an entry. But I should have entered this. Like, I should have entered this. Either one of those two, I should have entered. To the all-time highs. Just really unfortunate day, bro. And so, yeah, as y'all can see, we just pretty much just got break even for the day. And yeah, we're not working out today, so no workouts are occurring. We're going to rest up today. We're going to chill out. We're going to post 5 videos. We're going to post 5 reels. We're going to post 20 stories. We're going to do a few other things. And yeah, that'll wrap up the day. Tomorrow I'm going to make I don't know, either I take the dub tomorrow, we find an A+ setup and take the dub tomorrow, or I don't take a trade tomorrow and I end up posting a psychology video. We'll see. I don't know, I may do like a weekly review or something with like the trades that I've missed out this week. I haven't even really missed out on any trades this week. Y'all saw the A+ setup yesterday. It wasn't A+ setup in my opinion. It really wasn't that clean. So I don't know. I probably won't do a weekly review just because today was the only A+ setup this entire week so far. But I just wanted to like talk to y'all a little bit about like just like negative thinking, bro. And it seems like I talk about this every single video. But it's something that I face a lot, bro. and God helps me, with it through, some days, I am able to clear these things out of my mind pretty well and ignore the negativity. But when I face negativity, it doesn't matter if I ask God for the help or not. If I'm trying to face that negativity, and I keep on feeding it attention, it's going to ruin my day. And some days are like that, and some days I take a loss, or some days I get break even, and it really sucks. And I ask God for that help, and I just continue on with my day, and I have an amazing day without one thought about that loss or break even or whatever it may be. And I don't know, bro. Like this past like 2 weeks, it's been rough. It's been weird. Price action has been extremely special. It's been very, very weird. Everyone thought that September was going to be an amazing month. I did. And it's just been horrendous, bro. And I've been getting so many of those like points through my day. And bro, like I'll see my mentor, he's taken 2 trades this week. Yesterday he didn't take that trade, but he said he said it definitely wasn't A+, but it was something that he would have taken. But on Monday, I think y'all saw the trade. He ended up taking like a random. He took that 5-minute gap tap that we never tapped into. I think I showed the trade on Tuesday because I didn't take it on Monday, and I didn't vlog it all on Monday. But it was like the trade. We retraced in that 5-minute gap, and we formed the SMT at the lows, but we didn't even retrace in the 5. We edged that 5-minute gap. We didn't tap into the gap. We didn't tap into any gaps, and then we got a confirmation out of it. And he took the trade, and I'm like, bro, I'm following my rules. I'm not going to take that. He has more discretion with the model itself. He has more experience with the model, so that's fine. I understand that. But seeing that, him take that setup, and then today he took that setup, which again, like I thought he's always taught that okay, you need to see like high time frame gaps get pushed through. Like you can't just take early trades into like these gaps, right? Like while you're in these gaps, pretty much, unless you're getting like really good displacement through it. But then today, bro, we got that 15-minute gap right there just chilling, and he just takes a long straight through it all the way at the bottom with no displacement through it, really. Like, yeah, we're getting like really good closures all the way up to it, but like we could easily do that and then just start like rejecting lower or chopping up. So like I don't know, bro. I don't know. Like seeing stuff like that and seeing like that he's taking wins and he's saying like, oh, they're A+, like it low-key pisses me off. It low-key pisses me off because I feel like I'm missing out so much. It literally feels like I'm missing out so much. And again, like all the trades this entire week, like he took one trade this week and he said it was A+, and even the trade yesterday he didn't say it was A+, so that's fine. But like those opportunities, I don't care what they say. Like I don't like those setups. I'm waiting for my setup to occur. I'm waiting for that gap tap. I'm not going to take it off of SMT. And again, he has a lot more discretion with this model. I may get to that point where I can still understand, okay, we didn't retrace fully into that gap, but this is a good setup. It does follow a continuation model somewhat. I'm gonna get to that point, but for right now, like seeing him take stuff like that and then call it A+, like it low-key pisses me off because it feels like I'm missing out so much on opportunities when in reality, like the model is not there. And today, bro, for example, like that short was amazing. We broke out of the range. We got that fair value gap tap. Had a safe stop. Had a good TP. Had a good break-even spot. And it sucks, bro, but it was break-even. That's fine. I'm not mad about that. I'm just low-key pissed about the long because then he says, oh, bro, longs are beautiful today. Like longs are like, bro, like I don't understand. Like I look, he just don't understand sometimes. And hey, bro, like looking at it now, okay, they're good setups. Like looking at it now, they're good setups. Same thing as yesterday. It's hindsight. Looking at it now, okay, they're clean setups. But at the time, I was like, it does make sense for us to go higher, but I want to see more displacement through the gap. I want to see more displacement through the high time frame gap, saying that we're not going to chop in this range, continue chopping in this range. Like that's it. So I don't know, bro. I don't know. I'm kind of yapping at this point and just complaining, but I don't know, bro. It's just, it feels like I'm missing out on so much opportunity recently. And y'all used to watch me a few months ago, like 2 months ago, 3 months ago. I would miss out on a lot of opportunity. I was at that like point in my trading and my profitability where I was so close to profitability, but I was constantly missing A+ setups and like, bro, like, am I being too picky? At this point, I may be being too picky. Like yesterday, we had a 5-minute gap tap and we got like decent closures at it. We had a good draw on liquidity. And I might just be too picky, bro. I got no clue. I might just be too picky. And that's what's holding me back, especially in these market conditions being really, really weird. So it may be holding me back. I might be kind of like reverting back to that pickiness and just being picky after taking the loss last week and over what 3 weeks of wins. Like it just makes me trip out, bro. It makes me trip out. And because I've really been taking for the past 2 months, I've been taking one setup a week, bro. One. That's it. And like it's just so hard taking one setup a week because you don't know if you're being too picky. You don't know, like it's just a lot of stuff mentally. But there's just pros and cons for sure. It just, I don't know, bro. Like it just, I feel like I'm being, again, the same thing a few weeks ago. I'm being way too patient. I'm being way too picky. I need to find the medium, bro. I need to find the medium between being too picky and being too aggressive. And like taking A+ setups, but like, bro, I'm waiting for every single condition to be like perfect, bro. I mean, it made sense today for us to, for me to wait for that 50-minute gap to get displaced through before I take anything, but it's whatever, bro. It's whatever. I'm low-key just yapping at this point, but bro, for like so long, like again, I've been literally taking like one A+ setup every single week for the past month and a half. You get to a point, bro, like where patience, like it low-key just like starts pissing you off because, bro, conditions are so bad and you're taking one setup a week, bro, like, and then some days, some weeks you end off red just because you took one loss, or you end off the week break even just because you took one break even. Like, and it just throws you off. But all you got to do, bro, is just stay patient through these conditions. I saw a bunch of people take dubs today on that long, but I missed out, bro. I missed out, and that's part of the game. So all I can do is take notes from it, learn, and then show back up tomorrow. I preserved my capital well today. I took a really good trade. We were up a lot. We were 10 points away from making $1,300, and we fully reversed, got break even, and that's completely fine. That's, what was meant to happen. So it's completely fine. We learned from the lessons today, and we move on. So, yeah. Again, we're just still one trade away from a 3K payout. So, got to continue being patient and wait. But, yeah, I'll see y'all boys whenever I pick up the camera next. Peace out.
What are you doing?
Are we buying the cat? Come here. Come here.
What's up?
What are you doing? What is that?
Come here, Wednesday.
Ooh.
Water in there.
Alright, so we're signing the forms right now to buy her. She has to get neutered and everything, or spayed, so it might take like a day or two to get her, but we're pretty much signing off to cop the cat, bro. Guess what her name's gonna be? Goober. So probably tomorrow we'll get her, we'll pick her up. Alright, boys. So we just bought the cat. His name is Goober. Bro. He looks mad chill, but she's 4 months and $160. Hey, bro. I guess that's my little present for my first payout. That's like, me, gift myself after all the hard work. Just, I don't know, copping a cat. I went there where I was not expecting to buy a cat. Me and my sister were just gonna check it out, and that dude, he literally ended up just going absolutely crazy. I keep on calling him dude, but she just started going crazy, bro. Like, she's extremely playful. We took her out of the cage and everything, and she was just hopping around everywhere. Like, she plays fetch, apparently. She plays fetch, bro. And she's really, really active, the other person was saying. So we copped it, and she's getting spayed tomorrow, which is perfect timing. She's getting spayed tomorrow, so I can't take her home right now. She's getting spayed tomorrow, so I went ahead and adopted her. And then, oh, that's clean. Oh. And then tomorrow at like 6 p.m., she's going to be able to be picked up. So tomorrow at 6 p.m., go pick her up, and she's going to be my cat. So that's pretty exciting, bro. I did not expect that to happen today, but yeah, bro, pretty cool. So yeah, I'll probably just see y'all whenever. I pretty much did like the majority of my work today. Right now it's 3 o'clock. I got to go home and do like a few more things that I need to do, but other than that, pretty chill day. So yeah. All right, boys. So y'all saw we took that loss. So really sucks. Just made a psychology video. Posted all my reels. I did everything I need to do today. It's been a good, productive day. And then like in what time is it right now? It's 2:44. In 3 hours, I'm picking up Goober. So we got everything set up. It's a little dark in the room right now because it's hot outside, but got everything set up for Goober. We got some some toys and stuff. So pretty excited about that. But yeah, we took that loss today, and y'all can go back and watch the psychology video. I talked about it, but it was a forced trade, bro. It was a FOMO trade. Let me close this door, bro. It was a forced trade, and it was the first FOMO trade that I've taken in around 2 months. In like around 2 months, bro, I've not taken a singular FOMO trade. I've been extremely patient every single day, and I thank God for that, right? He has allowed me to do so. But, that doesn't, revert from the fact that I am perfect, because I'm not, right? I'm not perfect. So things like this happen along the journey, and I posted a reel today, and it was saying, trading progression in life in general is like a fair value gap. There's retraces. Along the way, you'll go up for a while, there's a retrace. You'll go up for a while, there's a retrace. There's these small little points that continue to test you. No matter how successful you become, you're always going to face challenges. You're always going to have times where you're starting to question some things. And that's fine. That's a part of the journey, bro. I already have all the proof of concept I need. I was patient for a year and a half. And I started to actually figure out the model. I started to actually figure out, how to trade the model correctly. And I stayed patient for 1 month, and I was able to request a $2K payout for my first payout. That's all the proof of concept I need to know that I can continue to do this. But, with everything that's went on this week, I've missed 2 A+ setups this week. One yesterday, and then I think it was one on one. Wednesday wasn't really an A+ setup. It was a trade that my mentor said he was willing to take, but personally I don't think it was the best at the time. But then after, it was like, okay, it's fine. Like it would have been a decent A setup. So going into the day with that mindset, as well as me just needing one more trade, bro. Just like one more trade. It's been one more trade for the past 2.5 weeks. So I just need one more A+ setup, bro, just to request this payout, 3K payout. And today, after what happened yesterday, missed that A+ setup, kind of aggravating, and then missing the A+ setup before that, the A setup. And with that going into the market, it wasn't the smartest choice. And then early in the session, we took a really nice A+ setup. We got a 15-minute gap tap, good displacement throw. I'll show it to you in a second. And it looked amazing. The setup looked so good. I entered the trade, and same as my mentor, same as everyone else did. I'm kind of cooking my grammar right now, but everyone else did. And then I ended up going break even. My stop loss ended up getting edged by like 4 or 5 points, something like that. And then we continued going higher. Like the trade idea was still valid. We also respected a 1 minute gap as well. So it was still valid, but it was a lot of chop. And the way these candles were printing were so sketch. We would push up for 1 second, and then 2 seconds later we would be down 10 points, like all the way super bearish, like a fat wick. Every single candle, it was super sketch. I ended up getting break even. When price went back up, I was like, okay, I'm going break even here. This is a little too much chop. I don't like these wicks. I'm getting out. Even though everything does make sense, I'm getting out. Guess what happened? The next candle, after going break even, I literally saw a 30-point candle happen like that in like 2 seconds. 30-point candle, boom, like that. And then full TP hit it would have been $1,400. And then at that point, I was low-key kind of tilted. I was like, bro, like, it's so annoying. Like, I'm missing out on opportunities. I'm screwing myself over. Like, it was just everything at once. And then I had that feeling. Bro. And all of you know, most of you who are experienced in the markets know what this feels like. You have that gut feeling, like, bro, like my body, like I can't express it. My body started to get hot. I started to get very hot and light. I'm not even joking to you. I started getting lightheaded. because of the trade that I was about to get into. right? We took all-time highs. I'm going to show it to you in a second. We took all-time highs, and then we had a mid-setup right after that. And I took that live in the Discord. And the moment I took that trade, I had it's like my stomach just dropped, and I started getting lightheaded, and I started getting really hot because I wasn't confident in the setup. It was like a solid, maybe 50% win rate type trade, right? It's pure gamble. And took the trade, I lost $800, and now I'm back at $700 profit on the XFAs on both of them. So now, obviously, from where I'm going right now, I'm obviously going to full port. Next trade, if I'm going to make, if I'm going to continue to follow my rules, take good setups, I should win most likely. 2 losses in a row. I took a loss last week and a loss this week. Both of them, was because they were both mid setups. Last week was just a trade that I didn't know at the time was a bad setup, so I learned from that. And then this week, took this setup, but it was completely forced. So it's not really a part of the statistics because it was a forced trade. So it shouldn't even have been taken in the first place. So most likely the next trade I will win, right? So if I do, it'll be like $1,000 profit, just again full port in the X phase, and then I'll be at $1,600. At that point, I might just take a 1.8K payout or 1.6K payout, whatever it may be, because I already have pretty much all my winning days. I need 2 more winning days, so I'll take that, and then a $200 winning day. So probably around like a $2,000 payout. Instead of it was originally supposed to be a $3,000 to $4,000 payout, which is completely fine. It's completely fine. It's part of God's plan. I understand that. Made some mistakes today, and we're going to learn from it. But if we do end up losing that next trade, hopefully we don't. But if we do, we will just be back on 5 evals. We're going to start copy trading 5 evals. I have enough capital to do that, and see how we can go and scale from there. But with that being said, I'm going to take a few days break. My mentor was talking to me about it. He was like, bro, just take a break. You're not in the best mental spot. And I can kind of see that. So just with all the missed opportunities and everything, and then getting break even again today after yesterday's break even, and me being 10 points away yesterday from a 3K payout, like it's just everything, bro. He said, take a break. So Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, no trading, no posting about trading, no nothing. Right, obviously I'm gonna get this vlog out for y'all boys, but I'm not gonna be posting on my reels. I'm gonna take a complete break, especially after the 100-day challenge, the 100 reels challenge that I did. I started posting like 20 videos a day, bro. I was going crazy. So just a little bit of a break from social media, posting about trading, just get my mind completely off of trading, allow myself to refresh, relax, so that next week, Wednesday or whatever, I can come back refreshed and ready to attack the markets. So that is my plan. But we're still positive on the accounts. Obviously, we're not positive on the accounts. We're still, we still profited from the accounts. We got our first payout, so it's fine if I don't, end up getting the second payout. But we should if we just stay patient. So let me enter this stuff in real quick. Okay, so here's the setup that I took. So this is a setup off of open we took. We tapped a 15-minute gap right here. It was like somewhere down here. And then we got 2 really, really bullish candles right here. All-time highs is up here. There's literally nothing stopping us from going higher. So I enter about right here and put my stop loss down like around here, right? We should not reach down this far. As you can see, we did. Some people actually ended up getting stopped because they had a tighter stop like right here, which is just unlucky. It's just unlucky. It really just is unlucky. This price action was weird. Typically, this does not happen where, we get this bullish of an expansion, all-time highs right here, and we're just going to chop. So really unfortunate for those people, but I had my stop a little bit further down, safer, about a 1.5R, and entered about right here. So what happens, we get the craziest wicks of all time. I don't like seeing this, right? That's fine. I'm not going to get emotional and exit out of the trade just because of that. But we return down to this fair value gap. As you can see, we respect it, but I don't really care at this point. Like, the way these candles were printing, again, it was just super, super chop and super, super sketch. So unfortunately, I did get out break even right here. And price, again, like right here, this is like within 2 seconds, we ripped higher like 30 points. And then we took full take profit. Literally ticked all-time highs, which is crazy, right? And then this is the trade that I foamed into. We tapped into a 5-minute gap. And I can show you all my executions and everything, right? We tapped into this 5-minute gap over here. It's like a 5-minute. And what happens, right? I need to see a deep retrace once all-time highs hit. So all-time high is a new target. We get a deep retrace, 5-minute gap tap. And look at this chop. Look at that chop, bro. And I didn't even wait for like a full candle closure. Like the reason I entered like halfway through this candle is because we got two really, really bullish candles breaking out of this like kind of chop right here. So we get this chop, and I just enter halfway through this. There was like 15 seconds left. It was looking bullish, and I entered. Messed up, and yeah, bro. It's really unfortunate, bro. So we are down now to 637 on each of the accounts, which is completely fine. Again, if I take one more win on these accounts, I'll probably just request just the 1.6k, 1.8k payout, something like that around there. I'm not gonna just try to stretch it. So yeah, bro, really, really unfortunate day. Did not want to end the weekend or the week off like this, but it happens, bro. I'm human. It happens. All I can do is learn from the mistakes and continue to improve, continue to ask God for the patience that I need each and every single week, and just be okay with seeing other people taking wins and stuff like that, that trade this model, that may have taken different entries and stuff like that I may not have been able to get in, right? Just being okay with overall missed setups, I need to work on. But all glory to God, bro. After 2 months of being extremely patient every single day, I took a FOMO trade. So I think that's pretty good, bro. As long as I continue to level up and continue to improve each and every single day, I know we're going to continue to smash payouts and really just turn this dream into a reality. So yeah, as y'all know, when I don't follow my rules, I made the rule, about 6 months ago, and I've done it about 3 times. I've FOMO'd about 3 times in like the past 6 months, like 3 or 4 times, and every single time I've told my community I'll run 3 miles and post it on my story just for proof, because 3 miles, it's not a lot, but it sucks. And so finished my workout today, posted on my stories. I ran 3 miles in the gym, and yeah, so it's always important to take accountability for your actions, especially as a man, bro. Always take accountability for every single thing in your life. So what I'm gonna do right now is journal the trade, and that'll pretty much wrap up most of the day, because I already did my stories, my posts, all that stuff. So posted the YouTube video as well, which is out right now, I believe. 10 minutes left. So that'll be out. If y'all haven't watched that already, check that out. But yeah, tonight we're gonna go pick up the cat in like 2.5 hours. So I'll probably video that for a little bit, and then after that it'll probably be the video. That'll probably be it. So I'll see y'all then. Alright, boys, so that's gonna wrap up today's video. It is currently Saturday. Bro, we didn't get the cat. We did not get the cat. Took her home, and we were gonna surprise my parents. And my sister has gotten her cat and brought it home when she went from college to, moving here, just so she can save up some money before she buys a house. And they were completely fine with it. And then my sister, I made sure, I was like, all right, do you think mom and dad would go crazy? Because we already have a cat in the house. Do you think they would really care that much? And she was like, no. Yeah, they'll be a little annoyed, just for 2 seconds. And then they'll be fine with it. They'll get used to her and they'll like her, right? No. We walked in the house, bro, and they were pissed. They were pissed, no, we are not taking another cat. So we literally adopted the cat, and then 20 minutes later, Goober had to leave. That was going to be her name, bro. It was going to be Goober. 4 months old, bro. And she played fetch, too. That'd have been a top-tier cat, but hey, bro. It's all good. My sister was lucky, kind of tripping out. She was pissed. But it's whatever, bro. Everything happens for a reason. Like I say, bro, everything happens for a reason. It's fine. I'll probably move out within the next 8 months anyway, Lord willing. So it's all good, bro. I probably won't even get a cat when I move out. I'll probably get a Doberman. Most likely a Doberman. So yeah, man, that's gonna wrap up today's video. Really, weird vlog. Not weird, but just really slow. Nothing really much. Just a week of my life. Not really exciting or anything. Y'all didn't see any good winning trades. I messed up. But hey, bro, I'm gonna take this break, and I'm gonna come back next week on Tuesday or Wednesday, and I'm going to smash the markets and just continue to be patient, bro. So appreciate y'all watching the video. If y'all wanna, join the Discord, make sure y'all join in. It's completely free. It'll be left down in the description, as well as if you want to use my code for alpha accounts, 10% off this entire month. But yeah, other than that, I will see y'all in next week's video. Peace out.